Peace talks dealing with the bitter ethnic fighting in Burundi begin next week. The Central African nation is said to be on the brink of disaster. More than 100,000 people have died since 1993 in conflict between ethnic Tutsis and Hutus. CNN's Jim Clancy reports.
Burundi is crying out, wounded and in pain, the Tutsi-dominated army by Hutu extremists, by Tutsi death squads. Burundi lies in the Great Lakes region in Central Africa, alongside Rwanda, bordered by Zaire and Tanzania. It is poor, undeveloped, and with few natural resources, and many fear it is headed for disaster. 85% of Burundi's 6 million people are ethnic Hutus. Most of the remaining 15% are Tutsi. That makeup mirrors neighboring Rwanda, where in 1994, at least 500,000 and perhaps as many as 1 million Tutsis were massacred. But there are crucial differences between the two countries. In Rwanda, it was a Hutu-dominated government that had all the weapons and stands accused of trying to wipe out its own Tutsi minority. In Burundi, it is the Tutsi minority that controls most positions of power, including the army and all of its heavy weapons. But that grip on power is at risk, while moderates on both sides push for reforms that will bring equality between Hutu and Tutsis in a peaceful fashion. Extremists in both camps are pushing the country to the brink. Militant Hutu factions have stepped up attacks on the Tutsi-dominated army. The military and gangs of extremist Tutsis have responded by driving Hutus from most major cities, including the capital, Bujumbura. The government in Bujumbura refuses to negotiate. It even refused a United Nations request to sit down and discuss the crisis. But talks are underway with former U.S. President Jimmy Carter and a small group of negotiators that includes South African Archbishop Desmond Tutu. They are taking a regional approach that also tackles the massive refugee crisis. Nearly 2 million Hutus who fled Rwanda 2 years ago remain in camps in Zaire and Tanzania that have become support bases for cross-border attacks that accelerate Burundi's slide toward all-out civil war.
That report from CNN's Jim Clancy, who won a Polk Award for his reporting of the civil war in neighboring Rwanda.